Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another day of our summer reading club programming. And today we have something really cool planned. We're going to be making some magic paper towel art. Pretty neat, right? So, what you'll need for today's craft is some paper towel. You will need some washable markers in a bunch of different colors. You will need some permanent markers or Sharpie markers, also in a bunch of different colors. You'll need some scissors, and you will need a tray of water. I just have it in a little baking pan here. Now, to get started, what you'll want to do is grab your paper towel, and what you need is two different, should I say, strips of paper towel, and then you'll put them together along the fold. Grab your scissors, and then just cut directly in the middle. Okay, now it should look something like this. And then if you see, you can open it up. It's longer, but then you fold it along the fold here, and it makes a perfect square. So, another important thing to note is it doesn't matter what kind of paper towel you are using, but what I would recommend is for those that have really thick paper towel, mine is layered in two here, what you can always do is find both layers and then separate them. So now what that will do is it will allow the actual marker in our finished project to leak through to both sides. Otherwise, because your paper towel is so absorbent, it can actually make it so when you're putting the permanent marker on, it won't go on both sides. So, as you see here, I'm just ripping it along the sides here. And be nice and careful with it. You want to make sure you're not actually ripping the pieces of paper towel. There we go. And you see, just like that, how I got a full layer off. This will help for our craft today. So, grab your one layer here. And what you'll want to do is using your permanent markers, like these Sharpies, you're going to want to draw a cool design. Now for me, what I liked to do for my first one, it's nice and basic using just my paper towel here. I made a rainbow. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with my Sharpies. And I just want to make a little bit of an outline. As you see, the important thing here, and the reason we're using the Sharpie markers on this first side is so that then it bleeds through and leaks through to the side under it, just like that. Yes, I'll continue making my rainbow design here. Okay, and if you see my first line, and if you look underneath, it's bled through. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as you can at least see it, because that way we're going to be coloring it after with our washable markers. And then I'm going to go on to my next color, yellow, and do the exact same thing. Very important though, you want to make sure that with each color it's spaced apart. Because in order for it to leak at the back on the second layer, you want to make sure that you have enough space to color in each color. You see? So there's enough space between the yellow and the orange here. And then just keep going. My next color, I will use green. It doesn't matter how many colors you use, it's completely up to you. There we go. Just like that. That's my next. And then with my last color, blue, I'm just going to put that right in the middle. Again, nice and spaced apart from my other colors. Just like this. And if you see, you look at the back layer and you can see every line here. Now, this is where the fun part comes in. You want to open it up and then grab your washable markers and start to color it in. Now for me, what I am gonna do is with each line, I'm gonna color it in that specific color. So for example, I have orange on the outside here. So from this line to the yellow line is going to be orange all the way through. And then with my yellow, I'm gonna have yellow from the yellow line to the green. I'll have green in this little arch here. And then I will have blue at the bottom, just like that. We'll start with orange. Again, the coloring doesn't have to be perfect because it's really neat when you put it in the water. There we go. And as you guys know, coloring can take some time, so it's good to be patient. And you can put as much or as little detail as you want into it, even if you want to make a fairly basic design with the Sharpie and then make it a little bit more detailed and intricate. As you get to the second layer, that works okay too. But as you see here, I've just lightly colored in the orange, like that. And then I'm going to continue and do the yellow next. Just the next line in. There you go. I've always loved coloring. I think it's super, super relaxing. All right, and just keep going. There we go. And our next layer is done, like so. And then just keep going. Again, green is my next color. Okay, and green is finished, like so. And I'm going to use some blue again for the middle. And this one is when it gets really, really fun. You can draw or color in the outside of your little design here. So for example, for me, what I'm going to do is, because I have my design colored in here, just to finish the rainbow on the outside of this piece, I am going to color it in red. Because that way when you put it in the water, it makes it look even cooler. Almost there. Okay, and if you see, just like that, I've colored in the outside red. Now, this is where the really fun part comes in. You fold it over just like so. And again, just a reminder, your bottom part is colored in. And then the top layer that you have the Sharpies on, you basically just put it on its backside and you pop it in the water. It makes it look really, really cool. And it doesn't have to be for too long. And if you see, just like that, it makes some really, really cool art. Isn't that awesome? And that's because your washable marker has then dispersed all over the paper towel, but your really, really bright permanent marker still has the outlines on the side. So as I said, you can do any kind of design with this craft. It's completely up to you. I just love lots and lots of colors, so rainbow's perfect for me. that'll be everything for today's craft. I hope you guys had just as much fun as I did. And it's a nice easy one today, but thank you guys very much for joining me, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. See you later, everyone.